this up. Okay. Let's talk about this here. We are doing core today. We have 2 movements today, and they consist of a 1-leg deadlift on one side, 1-leg deadlift on the next side, and then we're going to do a hip lift. And I have had flipping insane downloads. And I'm so in shock right now of how I'm completely working with a different plane. Like it's really weird. And yet it's so real and like amazing. So here's the thing. We're going into core today. And I, did my Kundalini yoga, and because we're working in words, it really works on a subconscious level, in the sense that I'm back here looking to solve a solution, solve a challenge. I have a solution because now I know what the challenge is due to the shadow word. Now I put that in there. Okay, so now every time, Brooke, when the word hunger comes up, or just to me, the word hunger just means so much. And I just feel like it's not such a shadow word. So I think it's one of the most abundant light words of the shadows. So I also don't, so in that sense, it's not like there can be a ton of light found in it, because it's not one of the dark, dungy ones, okay? Because hunger is innate in us in a survival way. That's not very shadowy, okay? And so this is fun for me because I'm recognizing, like, okay, so this is a really easy one to move through, to utilize, because you're not thinking so low vibe. So hunger comes up. Okay, we get to simply recognize I am hungry for change. That's amazing. That is absolutely 100% necessary for your evolution. Is that shadowy? Not so much. But it's this, like, I'm hungry for change. Now, if I wasn't aware of, like, what change I'm hungry for, because I'm drowning it out, then I probably would just go do something to feed that hunger in that moment. Because no matter what, humans are hungry. They don't know for what, but they know they want it right now. They don't know what they want, but they know they want it right now. And that's the shadow of hunger, and that's super exciting because it's simple to switch. Okay, this is a simple one to switch because I'm hungry for change in my own life and things like that, and I'm constantly just opening, feeling. And I started recognizing where I was super numb. And then I had a flashback of all the multiple times that I felt super numb. And the time when I started astral traveling, it's actually a little trippy because I was on this earth, but at that moment I felt so out of my body. I was just so disconnected, and I knew like I'm somewhere else. I need to find myself. I don't know. This is not fun. Being in that such a disconnected state from yourself and your body. That was rocky. And it had occurred because I'd numbed myself so much. And so I started to find myself in the astral plane. And the astral plane is our emotional system. Our astral plane is our solar plexus. It is in our solar plexus. It is our limbic system. It is our memory hub. It is our personal power. It is what fully controls our whole systems. It's the communication between the human brain and the reptilian brain. Okay? And those two look to the limbic system, and the limbic system looks to the reptilian brain. And that means that we have some rewiring we need to do to expand and to evolve. And that's where I was. I was in like here on the physical plane. I was a fucking robot. Why? Because I had escaped to the astral plane. So y'all think it's all crazy that I astral travel. Well, most people are living in the astral plane because that's where they feel like they are protected. It's also a very lonely, just, treacherous place. Because it's meant to be part of the human physical experience. And we gotta combine all that shit together. And you know, maybe that's something you want to know. Maybe that's not something you want to know. All you have to know is that you really got to educate yourself on your brain, your beliefs, your tendencies, your patterns, your archetypes, as well as your nervous system. Like, you cannot just have your nervous system heal itself. And it's not even healing, it's expanding, it's evolving, okay? And that's when you can start to utilize those who went before us. And for me, that is Sukhmet. She works on my nervous system. She comes in and she just drops a line, and then, you know, we co-create together. And so what Kuan Yin has taught me, and the chain of events that have occurred just in the last 48 hours. Okay, so I am on the goal list. Business name, LLC, business loan, get rid of my credit card debt. Okay, so swapping those things and really beginning to treat my business like a business, because that is what I desire. And so things have been dropping for me, like, oh my gosh, I was following my heart and my instinct, and then I stepped back and I looked at, wow, look at what you're doing here. That's what you got to do. And that is working with the beauty industry. And what occurs for me is, you flipping dumbass, this has been your path the whole time. But it's scary. It is. I didn't stop doing hair because I didn't like to do it. I didn't stop doing hair because I didn't like people. I stopped doing hair because I couldn't live the life that I wanted to live and be in that industry. No. It was impossible. And there's a lot of pain when it comes to that. There's a lot of regret that comes to that, because this is a women-driven business, and women get taken away from their children when they're having to work for their children. Because most of them, a lot of them are single, and it doesn't matter, because if you're in the salon industry, you have to work your flipping ass off to make money. You have to. You have to have certain hours. You have, like, it has to change. But because that's so much pain for me, it took me working with Kuan Yin and Babaji to be like, now you are safe to go back into this pain and this suffering. I'm not saying all, that's not what I'm saying, but where there is pain and there is suffering with this woman-led industry, and if you're doing hair or something within a vicinity where you're sharing auras with people, and your arms and your hands are the gateway to the soul and the heart, you have a responsibility on your hands to yourself and then to the other human who is in your aura. And unless you have some guidance on what you desire that to look like, it doesn't even really matter if you know it or not. But once you know it, you have guidance, then we're ready to roll. We're ready to do the work. Women in the hair industry is like literally have no boundaries. It's very challenging to have boundaries if you love what you do and you love people, and it's really important to you to make people feel good with your hands and your work. And there's not enough energy within the all to be able to just stand on your own and have boundaries. And that's a lot of times why women just go and be by themselves in the hair industry. But that's still also a lonely place, because you're working on this human here doing your magic and creating a relationship and a conversation and sharing auras. And like, I couldn't handle that. For one, I didn't want anybody anybody to have to be in my aura. Oh my God. It wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like that, and it's definitely not like that now. So, as I have spoke for plenty long, it was dropped in, boom, here's your business name, boom, boom. This is what you're going to do. This is what it's going to look like. And, of course, my husband is my number one guide on this earthly plane. And I don't know, just in general, I guess. And you would think I would be, but it's what makes us one, okay? And it's critical I listen to whatever he says. And he's not very happy and not doing very good with some of my choices. And so I have to take a look at that. In the sense where I could be defensive and be like, shut up. Which on a surface level, I am, so he doesn't have to deal with that stuff because it's obviously me. And of course I'm creating whatever it is that's coming out of him, and it's for me. It's fucking nuts, you guys. I better not get too wild here because Mama's got stuff to do. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, but I'm still, the slight conflict that I'm having is, the painful conversation. And any pain that I am causing him. Okay, we're gonna do just a really quick walkthrough. I'm gonna put some music on. You don't have to wear shoes. You can wear shoes. Just this is gonna be slow going. Upright row if you'd like. My arms are pretty sore from yesterday. Not sure how many of those I'll do, okay? And then coming down to the ground and making sure you're not collapsing your back or arching it, okay? We're going to keep the hips straight as we are on the ground. Only come up as much as you can, okay? So just quickly, okay? So if you can only come up a little bit, only come up a little bit. Most important is keep your hips parallel. Okay? Mostly we're looking to get under here on the leg that we're using. Okay? So that's how you can know if you're doing it correctly. It's you're just getting into this area. So once you feel a little something in that area, that's what we're working towards. Not any sort of pain in the back or pain in the ankles or anything like that. And if you are needing to just do a full on hip lift, really picture one leg working more than the other, okay? So that can start to move you to one leg workouts, because working different sides of the body separately is again that masculine and feminine, and it creates more balance, and it's literally working the nervous system. Okay? So I got some amazingness here. Better be careful there. Bluetooth. Come on. There we go. Guess we'll just get started here. Take any breaks you need to. Amazing. Ho, ho, ho. This is fire. Week 1. It's been all about a vision, about visioning. I believe both are helpful. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's amazing. crazy how you can feel like two things at once. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, that's amazing. Did I do? Yes. Oh, I like this one. God, that feels so good. All right. Round 3. Oh. Oh, just all light, going up and down. Feels so good. Round 4. See, I'm just like, I'm hungry. And then my subconscious is like, hey, remember that word? Oh my God. Oh, my ankles. Feels so good. Do you know how good this is for you? Allowing that lactic acid to drain down after you just worked it so much. Built it so after you built up that lactic acid so much in one leg. So you did double the work. each time. That's crazy. And yet, I'm not really sweating, I'm not really doing much, but at the same time, it's important that I'm here doing this after I just spent 2 days really working the body. And yet I'm still really working it, just in a different way. Ooh, good song. Come on, baby, let the good times roll.